From Bangalore on the phone line, Commodore Singh is joining us. Commodore Singh, good evening. Before I come to you, I want to give a couple of examples of how members of parliament in our country behave. It's a Congress MP, Datta Meghe MP from Wardha, 2011, complained it is misbehavior that he was asked to remove his coat. He refused to follow the security protocol. This is February 2011, right? A Congress MP from Bahrech in Uttar Pradesh, Kamal Kishore, blatantly refused after CISF personnel asked him to place his coat for an X-ray screening on January 29, 2011. 3 MPs tried to get away with no charge towards 193 kilograms of excess baggage while travelling on an Air India flight. Former Chief Minister of Delhi, the late Sahib Singh Verma, who was also Union Labour Minister in 2003, reportedly fisted and pushed attendants on a Jet Airways aircraft after being asked to deplane along with the rest of the passengers due to there being smoke on the runway. Interestingly, it was the airline that had to apologise to him and initiate an inquiry into why its employees misbehaved. I'm sorry. These aren't normal passengers, Kamal Mitra Chenoy. I'll come to you after, Commodore Singh. These are bullies. This is bullying. I'm coming to you, sir. I'm coming to you, Sunil Alag. And I'm saying this, Modi Sarkar can take this back. Commodore Singh, what do you think? Commodore Singh.
Yes. Arnab, I just want to tell you and tell your panel here that the BJP government came into power because the poor and the Aam Aadmi of this country gave vote to BJP because they had it in mind and chaiwala. Modi gave the impression of a chaiwala, but today they are sending a signal to the Aam Aadmi that they are a bunch of crooks and hoodwinkers. They are misusing, not only misusing these powers, but they are abusing the power that they have. Number 2, they talk about ethical and responsible reporting. Sometimes they tell to these media people, you should be very responsible in your reporting. But I want to tell these politicians that they should be very responsible in their politicking and ethical in their behavior, and when they are in parliament and when they're putting demands.
Well said.
Shame on them.
Well said.
These people are talking of extra privileges. What about, I'm a retired defense personnel. What about the defense personnel who are laying down their lives on the border?
Absolutely.
Who are realize it?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, I stand with you, sir, on that. Can I say one thing? You compare it with what the politicians get, the defense personnel give absolutely nothing by comparison. They don't. And that's what hurts us.
Correct.
That's what hurts us, sir. But these politicians don't seem to get it. Bijan Mishra.
Everybody works very sincerely for the country. It is not only the MPs. So why should only the MPs get the privileges? Why not everybody? Everybody should be treated equally. They are not doing any special work. They are being assigned. They have been elected to do that work. They are not privileged. They have been elected by us to do that work. So they don't need privileges. They need to work with us. They need to stay with us. They need to fly with us. They don't need privileges. And I was ashamed. I see a bag being carried, a handbag, a briefcase being carried by somebody else when I go and fly with them. It is such a shameful act. You know what my country's image is abroad because of all these things. We feel so ashamed. Our country is such
in fact, I think
country.
I think so.
We're so proud of it.
I think so, and I'm saying not just one second. In this context, it is worthy to make
undermining my country.
Absolutely,
they're undermining our country.
And these politicians are saying, how is it going to hurt you? How is it? I'll tell you how it's going to hurt you. What the politicians? No, it will hurt us. It will hurt us first of all.
Hurting the country.
It will hurt us symbolically because we will be made to feel low.
It is hurting the country.
And secondly, no, let me give a practical example, Bijan Mishra.
They have spoiled the image of our country.
And they want us to get along with it. I'm saying. No. First of all, for example, this law says an MP will get spot confirmation on seats in case of a fully booked flight. Against the first cancellation, it will be offered to MPs. This is the most outrageous thing I have heard of.
What about my mother who's dying? What about my mother who's dying?
Absolutely. What about your mother? What about some ailing lady? What about a pregnant woman? What about children?
Exactly.
What about an ordinary person who's paying?
They have to be.
If they are put on the waiting list, why should that MP get ahead just because he has an MP card? No, why should he get ahead because he has an MP card? And let me say this tonight. No, let me say this tonight. Let me say this tonight. There is a group of politicians out there who have begun to believe they have been elected and it doesn't matter. But I'm telling you, people are watching. People are watching.
Can I come in? They are elected
and people are watching and people are judging you by your response.
Bijon, if you allow me, Bijon, if you allow me, in agreement with you. Prudence. Just a second.
You have no right.
I'm going to be against your statement. Arnab, I'm agreeing with you. Can I come in for a second?
No, you're agreeing with me. Then I want you to say tonight, Modi Sarkar should take this back.
If you allow,
say on Newshour tonight, Modi Sarkar should take this back.
If you allow,
say tonight, Modi Sarkar should take this back. आप कहिए.
Allow me 10 seconds.
कि ये गलत हो रहा है जो हो रहा है इस देश में.
Arnab, any politician on this show.
What any politician, yeah?
Kind of outrage. Just a second. I'm also saying that. I'm going through my Twitter. I'm going through your show. I'm hearing your listeners.
I am telling you, you are.
Yes, there is an outrage.
I am telling.
Just a second.
I am telling you, carry your bag, stand in line, behave yourself, behave like a normal human being.
Should not.
That's it.
No one should carry your
yourself.
bag. No one should carry your bag.
Well, they do.
Carry your bag.
Let me tell you. No. Watch it. Let me tell you what an Aam Aadmi goes through. No. Problem with you, Sambit Patra, is you don't know what an Aam Aadmi goes through. Can I just tell you something? The viewer may be interested in knowing even if you don't.
I'm an Aam Aadmi still now.
I am telling you what an Aam Aadmi goes through. You are not an Aam Aadmi in your thinking. You are not even an MP, but you are still not an Aam Aadmi in your thinking. I'll tell you.
I am more Aam Aadmi than Arnab.
What, Mr. Patra? Mr. Patra?
Let me agree with you. Let me agree. I'm agreeing with you, Baba. Let me agree with you for a minute on the Newshour. Let me agree.
Our next caller.
Well, yes, probably not much work has not.
Our next caller. We have 3 minutes on this debate. We have 3 minutes on this debate. We have 3 minutes on this debate, and our next caller. I'll come to Sunil Alag next. Mr. Ladishan from Chennai. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Go ahead, sir.
I just want to only just make a few points here. One is when we voted for Modi government, we are not here to compare and say that what Congress has done. We are not looking at the history of this country. And people are sleeping on the on the road, and if you look at the hospital and the overall condition of everything, we are not happy to just look back and say that we are improved here. We voted for this government with a lot of hope, okay? And you brought up the situation of airport. We are looking at your channel focusing on the hospital of this country, where the general people are going. Take up MPs to that place. Ask him to stay for time in that hospital. This is where we would like to see the change. If they are able to stay in that hospital, as a general citizen, then things are going to change. If we continue to give the privilege for these guys, nothing is going to change.
Mr. Ladishan, very good point. I just want to add one thing to your very pertinent point. You see, there are two examples. A Delhi University professor is asked to remove his leg brace during frisking at Hyderabad airport. An amputee is made to remove her artificial limb at Mumbai airport in July 2013. A man with a prosthesis is asked to strip waist down at the Indira Gandhi airport on October 18, 2013. And these MPs want to treat an airport like a 7-star private hotel. They should be ashamed of themselves. Sunil Alag wants to come in, and Kamal Mitra Chenoy as well. Kamal Mitra Chenoy, do you think they are going to back off?
No. Listen, look, Arnab, I think we are misleading the situation.
Want to make one last point.
These people flout their power. They flout their power so that people recognize that they are superior. This is against the democratic culture. They think that their rights and their privileges are their right, not something given by the people. And that's the basic attack on the democratic culture. And that is why nothing will change unless they are brought to book.
Okay, reconsider one point. A message comes from one of my viewers who says, I want to inform you that Mr. JRD Tata always stood in queue and carried his own briefcase. JRD Tata could do it, these MPs can't. Last word to Sunil Alag. And
No, I want to end by saying, look, earn the respect. You can come and request the people, they will let you go. You don't need a rule.
No, you can't request.
Even I have asked people when I'm standing in line, my mother is old, please let me go. They let me go. Earn the love, earn the respect. You don't need a rule for all this.
The rules have been made.
Emergency, request the
rules
people,
have been
they
made.
will let you go. Why do you want to
the rules?
rule?
The rules have been made.
That's all I'm saying.
The rules have been made, but Sunil,
When MP is in trouble, we will do it ourselves. But
the rules are being made. I'm saying throw away the rules.
Open hell.
Should
You will not have an
party
open
to
hell.
withdraw this thing. Simple, and trust the airlines and the airport staff that if there is an emergency faced by a member of parliament, airlines and airport will themselves attend to
Like
it.
a normal person.
In a normal way, like they do with others.
Like a
so
normal
there'll be no
person.
heart-burning anywhere. It will be a good message that the whole government can send to
One thing which comes across tonight is after this election, the expectations had changed and people had thought this VVIP Lal Batti culture will go. On a program sometime back, I had said if these MPs want to feel so special, I have a suggestion for them. They can get a red light, put it on top of their heads and walk around so that they feel special and everybody identifies them. Tonight, this issue is extremely serious. India has an opportunity to push the MPs back. This must not be allowed to die. This should be a campaign till those people who need to back off, back off. Thank you very much for joining me on debate number 1 on the Newshour tonight.